here's how I made my basement go from this to this. That's so cool. I've never been able to do that before. Let's break down the area first. All right, for these two walls over here, I have two windows, but I just kind of close the blinds, close the curtains, and it's not letting any sun through. So that works. There is actually a window at the top of the stairs over here, but I tried to expose so that like it kind of wouldn't affect, because I really wanted to test myself to see if I can like properly light an area without having a super powerful light. And I'm talking like 1200 and up, because as you'll see, I actually have a 660 playing here. So I'll break everything down. So I'm controlling all my lights with the Sidus app, and let me just break down what lights I have right now. I have the Amaran PT4C, the Amaran 660C, the F21C, the 150C, and the PT1Z. Again, all Amaran because that's what I can afford. I actually also have a 600X, but it has been broken for a while, so I have it with someone hoping they can fix it for me. All right, I'm gonna stop getting sidetracked. We'll start in this corner over here. So that's actually just an Amaran PT4C, and it's just kind of placed up there. Yeah. It was just powerful enough. It's at 100% and at 5600 Kelvin. And I honestly really like how sharp the line is, and I wish I could have made it like continue along the wall there. But that is something that I don't necessarily have space for, or I guess I could have moved the 660, but actually, I don't know. I like it. It's fine for me. Next, to my left and camera right, we have the Amaran 660C at 50%. At 5600 again, and it's blasting through a 5x7 5-in-1 reflector. And here's what that's doing. It's like it's you know, it's kind of getting me right here, but overall it is more just kind of like ambient and just fill, you know, because even though the actual windows are on this side of the room, I wanted to kind of make it feel like it was coming from this side, like you know, like the basement up there. I don't know if it necessarily looks realistic. I definitely feel like this is more interview rather than narrative, but I still do enjoy what it's doing. Again, here's off, on, super sick. This is how you know it's been so long since I've made a YouTube video. I keep looking at the monitor and not at the lens. I used to be good at this. I used to make video essays, and I actually do kind of miss it, but I don't have a camera that has autofocus, so it makes things really hard. All right, so in front of me, I have the Amaran 150C with an aperture f10 Fresnel, and it's fully spotted. Okay, heads up. I got VTS of all the other lights in the correct spot, except for this one, because I moved it around and messed with it as I was moving the angle of all this. And so it's a little inaccurate, but you get the idea. It's, you know, camera is literally right here. I was sitting right here. Amaran 150 was just kind of in the back and just fully spotted and kind of hitting across. So it's basically just kind of like right behind camera. Is that jarring to look at? My fault. It's kind of like, it's sat right here, but it's blasting up right here. And let me just show you what that's doing. Boom. That's cool. As you can see, it really is kind of filling like the back a lot, but it's also, again, it's my key. This is at 71% at 6000 Kelvin. And the reason I cooled it up a little bit is because I'm brown. And I just wasn't liking how like red my face was looking, so I just kind of cooled things down, and I think I enjoy kind of where I landed with my skin. So next isn't actually a light, it's a modifier, and it's actually the skin for the 5x7 reflector diffuser. It's like a 5-in-1, but just 5 foot by 7 foot. And I just have the bounce side sitting here. It's like clamped to my tripod and clamped to just like something I have in the living room. And I just kind of have it given a little bit of return. I tend to like contrast, but I really wanted it to feel, again, just like there was sunlight coming in. And if I could change a few things, is I actually just ordered a few acrylic mirrors, like 12 by 12 inches, I believe, that I want to start kind of like catching some light in so I can get a lot more texture around, because I don't have enough money for a spotlight or anything right now. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like in real life, sunlight hits in different spots. Like if I could do this differently, I probably would keep my face lit the same, but I probably have a mirror spiking me right here just to kind of add like that shade, probably spiking me over here just to help add in that like we're in a big room that has lots of windows and there's light flooding in, you know. I could have just waited to do this until like tomorrow, but yeah, because they get delivered tomorrow. That's kind of damn. I don't know. I'll do something else when I get them. But yeah, there's a 5x7 bounce just literally clipped to stuff, and it's just giving me a little bit of return. So I'm really rusty at making videos. This is kind of embarrassing. All right, so next we have an Amaran F21C, literally just hyped up to the ceiling, and it's kind of blasting right into it. I probably could have gone more fill, now that I'm thinking about it, because I also have the grid on it, and it's like only covering like half of it. I just kind of have it hanging. I don't know. I'm lazy, but it is what it is. I like roll off, and that's where we're gonna say that is. Anyways, this is at 42%, and this is what that's doing. It's literally just, oh man, do I want it to go up? Okay. Can you even tell? Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to like reposition the light right now, so I'll just put it back to 42 and just call it a day. You can just see that a little bit of like kicker, whatever. That's at 56 Kelvin. And then last but not least, we actually have an Amaran PT1C just literally just sat on my couch here, and it's just filling in that little bit. You see that? Yeah, pretty cool. If I were to do this again, I'd probably change what these two lights are doing to kind of make everything not as moody, because you know, as I sit with this a little more, it definitely does feel more interviewy, which I think is fine. Like, I wouldn't necessarily be mad if this was like my interview light. What I wish I would do possibly is probably change my Amaran F21, probably take the grid off so that it bounces a little more and gives me a little bit of a hair. You know, I'm gonna do that right now. Hold on. How's that look? Not too different, but I actually dropped the F21 like a I don't, guys, I'm so bad with height. I just brought it down. Okay, I brought it down, and I kind of just like yoinked the grid off. So let's see what it's doing. That's the Amaran PT1C. That's embarrassing. Amaran F21. Okay, that's fun. I like that. I keep looking at the monitor. Okay, I gotta look at you. That's basically it. I mean, that's not basic. That is it. Like I said, like we'll go one by one with everything. All right. Can you hear me? Because you for sure can't see me. Let's start. Amaran PT4C. Boom, sunlight. Then we'll come through with the Amaran 660C through the 5x7 diffusion. Help get some texture. And I also really like what this is doing, because even though the shadows aren't necessarily like harsh back there, like you can still see them, and for this I'm actually enjoying it. I like that it's not just flat. If I had like a Cucaloris or something, I definitely would, I don't know, I debate on if I would, because like you see stairs right there, so you know we're downstairs, but I don't know, like it could be the base floor and there could be some trees and leaves kind of kicking in. I don't know. I would really like to hear opinions on that. Next we have the Amaran 150C. Boom. Pretty fun. Again, the bounce. Then we have the Amaran F21C. Boom. That's pretty fun. Sorry for fun. Started reading my friend's text. I don't know, if I was moving around in this, like if I wasn't just sitting down, I think I would like this a lot differently, but it is literally just me. And so lighting spaces, not faces, in a basement that doesn't have very high ceilings and pretty limited area, we're doing an interview now, because deal with it. Least and last, here's the Amaran PT1C. Let's show that again. Ready, just fill in a little bit more, just a little lower. And I did that just because one, I wanted to use that light, because this is all the lights I own, other than, actually I have like a little fake MC around here. Hold on, where do you go? So I do have this Wii S05. Oh, so I have this like S05 like Waylight. It was one of the first lights I bought, and I have not been able to sell it. However, I do really enjoy it. I can control it from the app. I just would rather have an MC, so I'm not switching apps. As well as this doesn't have any magnets. But it was pretty cheap, and it has come clutch in a few situations. So yeah, do I recommend it? Like, yeah, but not for long term. Like if like you're gonna be collecting lights and stuff, I wouldn't get it unless you like are planning to go into this ecosystem. I don't know. He started giving this a review. Let's see if I can plant this somewhere. If I can get better at making videos. Hold on. All right, there it is. That's at 56 at 69%. Where can this go? Literally, like, it doesn't have enough power to. Like, yep. I don't know. Is that even doing anything? Yeah, but is that doing anything that we like? Hold on. Let's see. Do we like that? I kind of like it. I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely like over lighting and over complicating things. This is less like a tutorial. I know how I'm gonna title this, like how to make sunlight in a basement. I don't know, but this really isn't. I don't know. I think it looks fine. I think it looks good. You're kind of like seeing me like dislike it a little more as we go through the video. But if I don't know. I think I'm conflicted because I came into this really expecting to, light spaces, not faces, and make this look like natural sun. And I just don't think it does necessarily. And really what I would have to change is I think is my key and the 660C over here. But I think due to the confined area, stop looking at the monitor. But I think due to the confined area and being a one-man band right now, I'm pretty happy with how it looks, And I think like if you showed up and you were asked to do an interview and you did something like this, I think people would like it. Like if you can color it correctly, you got your own shot composition, you get the other shots really well. I think this would work great. In fact, let's switch the camera angle up a bit and let's see how it works. All right. So first of all, ignore all the boxes over there. My family collects comics and stuff, and I literally just kind of shoved things to the side so I could kind of get a clear frame. Because, hey guys, I'm 21, but I still live at home. I just graduated from film school. And I just went full-time film on a slow month. It is crazy out here. So the question is not, does this shot look good? The question is, did I have to move any lights? And the answer is, yeah. So this is definitely, not. So let's kind of move it a little bit. And in fact, I'm going to not even like in the edit, I'm not going to cut. I'm going to show you how long it takes for me as a one-man band to quickly adjust. So, pull on. Okay, what am I looking at? I'm looking at, it's hot right there. Ugh. And my face is too dark. So I almost have to like shift these around a little bit. And I'm gonna see if I can do that. Cause hold on, ready? I'm in a doorway, bro. I don't know if I can do that right now. Okay. I'm gonna do my best. All right, let's go. Oh god. All right. How's the key look? Sure. Okay. We're gonna do something like. Oh no! I should have recorded all the BTS first. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, hold on. Right, I just gotta get a quick video of the 660C. Okay, yeah. In the edit, we're cutting. I messed up. I'm not a good YouTuber. Okay, I did all the BTS of all the other lights except for the 150. Okay, whoops. I'll get back to it. Is it still in frame? Am I super in frame? Oh, it is super in frame. Okay, that's in frame, but I do really enjoy what those little changes did. All that happened was I lowered the 660C a bit, and then I did kind of walked it in. That I didn't change too much, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of just like squeezed past it. It was mainly the actual light that I changed. As well as the Amaran, again, I just kind of brought it forward and then kind of kept the angle the same. I just kind of am spiking it like right behind the camera essentially, and it's kind of like bouncing back. Especially what helps is that my ceiling is just all white, so it's just kind of a nice bounce. Yeah, that's it. Am I out of focus? Oh, I'm totally out of focus. Oh my gosh, out of focus. Huh? Yeah? All right. That's the video. Enjoy. Have a good night.